Hey guys, our decline here, average picker. So we've got a late night pick going on again, and this is a first time challenge lock. It's built by Geo. He goes by on the Discord and Geo Gemstones, I believe on the lockpicking subreddit. So the challenge lock is called Heavy Metal. It is built around one of these metal locks, and it's very neat keyway. You can see that. And it's a very good build so far, I think. I do have about 10 to 15 minutes invested in this lock already, but this being July 4th, things have just been kind of crazy. In fact, if you notice, it looks a little different because I had to actually clean off the kitchen lock lab. So the kitchen table got a good cleaning. So we're kind of operating with minimum stuff right here at the moment. And I hate to report this, but my infamous, cardboard sign has apparently been thrown away, we think. We're pretty sure in the process of cleaning, we accidentally threw the sign away. So I have no more average picker sign. I will have to try to find some more cardboard. So we are going to see, though, if we can capture a pick here on cam. Now, because I have spent a little bit of time with it, we're using a 15,000 DeForest. I think that's going to get us through the lock. I feel pretty confident in it. I have not had an open on it, but it's very neat because the front of the lock, it's 6 pins, and the front is very crunchy, and it falls into a deep false set very quickly. The back of the lock is very springy. It's really kind of two different feels depending on where you're at in it. So we'll see what we can do. I'm going to run the video. I'll run it to about 12 minutes, I guess, to make up for the introduction. So we've got a good solid 10-minute pick, if I can keep track of that. And we'll get this uploaded, even if we get a fail. I did try to do an unboxing video and pick on it, but I was really pressed for time. I had somebody coming over, and of course, it's 3 minutes into getting it into the clamp, they showed up and were ready to go. So I had to very quickly shut everything down and run out to the car. And I'm not going to put that up. It's just not that great. It was about 7 minutes. 4 of that was probably spent unpacking the lock, just chit-chatting. Geo though is, they built a mean challenge lock, and I guess I don't know if I can say too much about it, but Geo did jump to their purple belt, so congratulations, Geo, on doing that. That's quite the jump you made. And, based off the time I've already spent on this challenge lock, you put some thought into this for sure. So, yeah, so you can see we're already in a bit of a false. It will false a little more than this. I'm trying not to overthink what he might have done. I did converse with him a little bit about it. Not really about what was going on in the lock, but just saying, hey, you got a pretty decent lock. And he said that it took him about 15 minutes to get it picked. So that doesn't make me feel too good about it. If the person that built it took a while. So pin one is set. There's no way pin 1's not set at this point. Other pins feel like they're kind of just partially set. Dropped something. because of all the response and feedback you get in the front of the lock, it's real easy to forget to go into the back of the lock, which I think is kind of interesting. You can really play around on the first 3 pins for quite some time. Just a lot of springiness on 5 right now, so it's not wanting to do anything. We hit 2 or 3 and it put us back into a false again. 1 is still set. Getting some feedback off of 2. That could have been 3 actually. I'm still not getting much. Oh, a little tiny click off of 1. Unless we snagged 2 in the process of lifting 1. Yeah, something right there definitely is giving us some good feedback. I'm going to come back and just check a few of the other pins. 4 feels like it wants to do something, but it's not quite sure. 3 is the same way. Yeah, our best feedback seems to be coming from what I believe is 2. So we're going to see if we can get a good strange lift on 2. I'm kind of dropped 1 a little bit, but 1 you can click back into shape pretty readily. And of course that messed up 2 again. Let's keep going on 2 a little bit more. If we know 1 goes easy, we'll worry about 1 later. Yeah, gosh. Oh, okay. I want to just make sure I don't, okay. So we're out of our false. I was afraid I had overset one of them. How are we doing on times? We're already at 7 minutes, guys. This lock will keep you busy for sure. I'm going to go back in there with an SS Dev that's probably just a bit too steep. Yeah. Try this one. Oh, I know what I should have grabbed. This Dev is going to be a little too thick, but I'm going to see if I can get a couple good clean lifts in the back. That one's not ready to do anything yet. I'm feeling a gap. Yeah, we may have an overset around 3 or 4. Okay, but it's back. Yeah, we've lost that gap. Okay, 6 just kind of slid up, and we got a little tiny bit of motion. Yeah, I'm having trouble figuring out a good way to attack this guy. We're closing in on the 10-minute mark. Like I said, I'm going to run the video to about 12 minutes. He said that stock, these locks have, I think he said 2 spools in them, I think is what he said. He said they're not that hard to pick. Still, it feels like at least a solidly made lock. So I don't know what tolerances might be like. But I've never picked a metal before. I don't really know much about them. But it seems like a decent base to have used to build a challenge lock on. And that can go a long way. No. Okay, we're gonna fall still. How much time? Oh, I'm at the 12-minute mark. I'm gonna go for another minute or two. Honestly, it feels like it's barely hanging on. Everything is feeling really picked pretty well, and I feel like there's just something. It just needs a nudge and it'll tip. So provided I don't make a horrible mistake, I think we're going to get a turnover at possibly any moment. Yeah, gosh, everything just feels picked, guys. Pick is getting hung up there a little bit. There is one lift that wants to occur, and I feel really not good about trying it. Feels like a trick. I'm trying to make sure, too, that I'm not... Yeah. I was trying to make sure, too, that I was not actually in a warding issue. This current pick we have in here is in 20 thousandths, and it's... How are we on time? 14:22, guys. Oh. Wow, that really just bounced back. All right, I'm going to call it for right now, but I'm going to revisit this guy. All right, you guys have a good night. Bye. Ain't that how it goes, guys? Cut the camera off, and 3-4 minutes later, going counterclockwise. We got it open, so we will try to do it again on cam, but I'm going to put this one up. So, all right, have a good night.